as Carrie Ann just pointed out, go back to the Sarah H.
That was added after I looked at the rundown, so that was a new one to me because I thought the Force G Plus account was the last one, and so I looked at it and I went, I can't do this.
That's
I can't do this off the cuff.
TMOR. Tamar.
Timor.
It should be
Three Maniacs Rant Often.
Yeah, that's what that should be. I didn't change it though. I just copy pasted. Copy pasta.
I just copy pasta.
Copy pasta.
Copy pasta.
Copy pasta.
Oh, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was a show.
So am I a maniac or is it Mike?
Oh. Well.
Oh no! How about these maniacs rant often?
There you go.
These. Then it just includes all of us, whoever we happen to have.
Anybody on the show.
The Maniacs.
These maniacs.
Enemy. Oh, sorry. Oh, we have to do
By the way, chat room, you guys have been cracking me up the entire show, and I've been trying to keep it together as best as I can with all of your Amish talk.
This show,
Amish
I don't know
talk.
what happened.
Where did that come from?
Wait, what?
The Amish talk?
They're making fun of.
Your beard. Okay, that makes sense.
By the way,
I saw it and I was like, I don't understand where this came from.
This is not a new thing. I'm not sure if you've noticed. They've mentioned this for weeks now.
Oh, yeah.
It's hilarious.
Oh, my favorite comment is like, Space Mike has gone from the awkward, should I grow this thing stage to the comfortably growing into manly stage. I like it. So thank you for that.
You should be proud. I was never able to get into that stage. You saw when you interviewed us at New Space or whatever it was, I was desperately trying to grow something, and it comes in like splotches and really light, like almost red pink hair, and it's awful. I look terrible.
You're a ginger.
I am.
Apparently.
Oh, wow.
You do get that from your father.
Yeah.
Is Dad Dog in the room?
Yeah, thanks, Dad Dog. Yeah, he's in the room. So yeah, I looked awful. So eventually I gave up. Because you got to give it some time. You can't just give up after a couple weeks. You got to put some effort into it. And
every night before you go to bed, do a couple of chin sit-ups and
But I put beard cream on.
So cats laugh.
I look like a patch werewolf.
They got me again later when we were talking about the supermoon and I mentioned the tetrad and someone was all just like, Space Mike and his Amish knowledge.
Oh, that's epic. That is pretty epic.
Oh, TMRO, terrific Minnesotan rocket observers.
Wow, nice, Zigger.
That's a good one, Zigger. Also, Zigger, have you
been around?
I
know. I noticed a comment from Zigger in the chat room. I was like, oh, hey, Zigger.
Zigger. I mean, hey. Ziggy. I like that.
No, Zigger. It's definitely Zigger.
By the way, Ixnay asked me a question earlier about the X-37, something about it being the son of SLS. Can you repeat that question, Ixnay? Because
seeing as X-37 is launched inside, can we say it is the son of SLS, ironically born before SLS? And should NASA do something similar for cost synergies?
Synergies.
I don't know about the whole son of SLS born. It has no relation or anything to SLS, so I'm not sure. I don't understand the reference. That must be an airplane joke because it went over my head.
Aha!
But yeah, actually, for a whole cost-effective thing, there were lots of different.
Really, the airplane joke.
You don't like my pun?
No. In fact, I derailed your entire thought process to go back to your pun to point out how terrible that particular pun was. And I love puns.
He does love puns. I hate puns.
Now you may continue your thought.
Wow. Now that I've offended the both of you. It would be a cost-effective way, and there were lots of different X-plane developments that led up to the X-37. So, yes, should NASA copy this model for synergy? Yes. Is it a better cost-effective model? Yes. Will NASA do that? Probably not, but it is a cool thing.
I have a question.
Oh, son of shuttle, that's what he meant. Yes, of course.
I have a question. So Lisa Stoge just commented in the chat room. Lisa, how much of the show were you able to watch? Because for those who were watching on Twitter, I gave Lisa the worst time. It was awesome. So, I always announce the show. I'm like, hey, T-minus 2 hours or whatever it is. Lisa is starting space camp, I think today, actually. I think today was like her first day of space camp, which is basically why she's here. And so I tweeted.
Here in America,
here in
not
America,
like
yeah.
here, like in our studio again.
Right, so...
Just want to be clear.
I tweeted out, I'm like, T-minus 2 hours of the show. By the way, Lisa better show up. There are no excuses for her not to. And so she takes this great picture. She's like, but I'm learning things of her book. But off in the distance, you can see a projector and a screen. And I'm like, is that a projector and screen? No reason you can't show Tomorrow live to everyone. So I kept giving her trouble. I felt a little bit bad, but it was so much fun. So much fun.
Let's be honest, you didn't feel bad.
I didn't actually feel bad, no. No, I did not.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
So jealous.
LX Nate seemed to recall Ben Credible saying that one version of the Space Launch System meant sticking shuttle on the main tank. No. So the shuttle was shuttle was never part of any of these plans, essentially.
I think they're talking about Shuttle C.
Not shuttle. So there's not Shuttle C. There's Shuttle C, not Shuttle C. But we were talking about mostly Jupiter Direct and things like that. Those basically, the first step in all of these plans for the next generation system was to take the shuttle and throw it away. That was always the first step. Take shuttle, throw it away. Then the next step was build new things, stick on top instead of on side. It was always stick on top. And there was some pretty, use the exact solid rocket boosters that shuttle used, use the exact external tank that shuttle used, use the exact engines that shuttle moved, change a plumbing line, put a ring on the top of the external tank, and your new payload up top. So your engineering time should be minimal, your changes are minimal, aerodynamic changes are still pretty large because you've taken the shuttle and thrown it away, but it's an aerodynamically sound structure, so you should be all right. Off you go and fly it like in a year. And that's kinda, sorta what they did, but not really.
They apparently don't internet in their projector room, so.
Ah, shucks.
They don't. Ben is a hater. Space Camp is cool so far, but they don't have internet.
Yeah, space.
Space has internet.
With a delay.
Well, it's still internet.
Oh, man. Oh, so yeah, how, I'll just... Destructor 1701, I'll just go read your review. I was going to ask you what you thought of The Martian, but since you took the time to write something up, might as well read it.
Next week, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
October 2nd?
Yeah.
Something like that. Have you guys ever met Andy Weir?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Have you?
He's a cool guy.
No.
Yeah, I met him several years ago before he met the book at a space conference.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we need to do a show open.
Oh, yeah.
Move your phone.
Where was my phone originally?
It was behind your cup when you started. There you go.
Best Boy Grip says move your phone.
I'm trying to make you look good, okay?
Can we talk about the Mars announcement on Monday? Yeah, there's a Mars announcement on Monday. There you go. You know as much as we do now.
Stay tuned.
It's not like NASA contacted everyone and said, hey, we have this announcement, don't tell anyone. Or, hey, this is what it is, but you can't say anything till we do. Nothing. We know
Mars,
as much as you do.
NASA's going to say Mars is no longer a planet. It's been demoted along with Pluto.
Ah, Mars is a Plutoid.
Mars
that
is a
would be
Plutoid.
epic. Could you imagine? Although I will say that Mars is the only known planet completely inhabited only by robots. So hopefully that's in the announcement, but I mean that's something we kind of already knew.
Didn't we send a probe to Venus or something first?
Yeah, but that's no longer, it's a dead robot.
Does it matter if it's dead or alive?
It's still out there
Would it have to
somewhere.
be alive to be considered inhabited by?
Well, if you're talking about history, Venus falls in that category too.
I don't know if you could call it inhabited by, because the Venera probes that landed there, they stopped working because they melted. So they probably completely melted and mixed in with the rest of the molten surface that wherever they landed. So
I mean,
Right,
Earth
but
is
so
not inhabited by dinosaurs, but they were here at one time.
Still have dinosaurs. We got birds. We got crocodiles, certain whales, and sharks.
Timur Tigger 2 says, I'm sorry, Emmer Tigger 2 says, populated by wreckage isn't quite the same.
Right, but at one time it was populated by only robots.
Yeah, but that's different than inhabited by, is it not?
Currently inhabited versus previously
There's
inhabited.
no real Yeah, okay.
Then again, we have no idea what Venus was like before it had its runaway greenhouse effect. It could have been a really nice place once, millions of years ago.
Maybe that's
Billions.
where we all came from. Maybe we were all Venetians, and then we destroyed our planet with greenhouse gases.
Venusians.
Venusians. We know we were blinds. We were Venetian blinds. From Venice.
I was just saying, we're not all from Italy.
All right. I'll say China debuts a new rocket. You'll say China debuts a new rocket, and you'll say, what do you
Russia to
want to say?
launch an old rocket.
No. And SpaceX's static fires a new rocket. Or
Okay.
yeah, right?
Oh, sure.
China launches a new rocket. China
New rocket.
launches a new,
New
rocket.
rocket. New
SpaceX testing a new rocket.
All right, there you go.
New rockets for all of you!
All right, here we go. Here's number one. Coming up, China launches a new rocket.
China launches a new rocket.
And SpaceX is testing a new rocket.
Plus, we're going to be talking about commercial spaceflight updates for the next year or so. Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. I screwed up what?
You screwed up the momentum.
Screw you.
New rocket, new rocket. Next year or so.
Fine. Coming up, China launches a new rocket.
China debuts a new rocket.
And SpaceX is testing a new rocket.
Plus, we're going to be talking about commercial spaceflight updates. Stay tuned. Tomorrow begins right now. I kept it fast just for Dada.
That's better. Thanks, Benny.
Right now.
Destructor. I was blind, but now I can see.
Oh my God! I don't know what the deal with this particular show is this week, but man, we are all slap happy.
Every time.
Right
Oh,
now.
man. Someone was mentioning earlier in the chat room, like maybe they should do rehearsals or something. And then someone
No,
was like,
rehearsals kills
wouldn't help.
everything. So here's the deal. In the past, we have, in fact, we've gone through either the majority of a show or at the very least the start of a show or gone through just the news part kind of thing. And then we've decided like, oh no, that was crap. There was something just really wrong with it. We should go back and do it again. And then we made the mistake of going back and doing it again, and it kills everything.
Kills the energy.
It kills all the energy. You don't remember what you said, so you don't know if you've already talked about it or not, and it ends up that you just have this weird random conversation. It's boring when you say, oh, and hey, did I tell you about that? And then the other person's like, yeah. Because you just talked about it 20 minutes ago. You know, there's no life to it. It's not interesting.
Debuting Saturday, September 19th at 23:01 coordinating
It's
Universal Time. China launched this rocket that we already saw.
Yeah, there's something just really odd about trying to do the rehearsals, trying to keep that live, trying to keep that fresh, which is why live theater is so really impressive to try that, you know, that they always have that sort of fresh, I've never heard you say that before sort of reaction, because it's difficult to do.
So Timothy's saying you don't have to rehearse the whole show, just certain words and phrases. We actually do in advance kind of try to speak out some of the Chinese phrases,
Oh, good
and we
Lord.
still suck at them.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sorry.
Yeah.
Apparently, I need to practice trying to say universal coordinated time. Jeez.
Coordinated Universal Time. So UTC, it's actually French, and yeah, I'm not going to get into a UTC
No,
thing
anyway,
again.
but the thing is, though, that trying to do the rehearsals, would just take entirely too much time. That we already dedicate a lot of time to this. So it's just not going to happen. And then B, it takes out just a lot of the life from the show. And I'd rather us screw up. I'd rather us screw up royally. And I'd rather us screw up so badly that the only way you ever get to see the show is live because it's so terrible we never post it, than for us to go through and have this completely polished, totally not off the cuff in any way, shape, or form sort of situation. That's not who we are. It's not a good representation of how we live our lives.
We do
I
it
guess.
live.
We do it live!
Yeah.
Actually, as Destructor 1701 says, I always get pissed off at the fake conversations on TV news. Yeah, and you know our conversations are real because they're kind of awkward sometimes.
They're very awkward.
Oh wait, what?
We will discuss the news topics, but that's about it. We try to not discuss. We will discuss what we want to talk about as a main topic, but we won't discuss the main topic either before we go live on air. Which is why sometimes you will see Ben say, "So, Carrie, how do you feel about Atlas V?" And then I sit there going, "I don't recall anything about Atlas V, so thank you for putting me on the spot." So, but I'd rather be a little bit more mad at Ben for doing something like that to me than to have this completely prepared statement, and that just sort of sucks sometimes.
Johnny Boy asked why space junk is never discussed. Critical limit's been crossed recently. This topic could be interesting. We've talked a lot about space junk before.
A lot.
To the best of my knowledge, we have not reached the tipping point of space junk. If we had, we wouldn't be able to launch anymore. So we have not crossed that limit. And actually, a lot of stuff now is being designed in such a way that it actually falls back to Earth, and you don't leave a lot of space junk up there. So it's less of an issue now than it was, say, even 10 years ago. We're doing a much better job of it. Until, of course, China shoots down one of their own satellites just to show the world they can do it, and they create tons of space debris. But I think they quickly realized, oh, that was a bad idea, and they haven't done it since. So.
Let's be fair. We did that too.
We did?
Yes.
When did we do that?
Yeah, twice.
A couple weeks ago was the anniversary on Twitter. I'll have to dig in and find it.
Then we're just as dumb.
Yep.
Do you have an update on yours that I don't have on mine, that my chat room just is like continually is freaking out and yours isn't?
No.
All right. Awesome.
Mine's kind of freaking out.
All right.
Oh, man, I have all these bug bites on my arm. Someone asked me why.
Why do you have all these bug bites on your arm?
Because bugs were biting him all freaking week. God,
I'm
that's
also
such a silly question.
I'm also slightly sunburned. Someone asked me why.
Why?
Because I was
You were in the sun too freaking
I was outside in the sun getting bit by Florida bugs while I was crawling around pad 39A. Oh, it was so terrible.
Yeah, I just figured you were trying
Ooh, 39A, huh?
Uh-huh.
It is a new foundation. It's
God.
still not the right color.
Someone, and I don't remember who in the chat room, excuse me, and I apologize because you said it a little while ago, and I was going to say something, and then we got sidetracked by this one. Said something along the lines of, tomorrow I should bring on a Chinese correspondent. I actually completely and totally agree with that.
Can we get the guy who looks just like you?
I have we'll come back to that. Do you have that
Yeah,
photo
yeah.
somewhere?
Yeah,
I will
yeah.
email that to me, and I'll see if I can load it into the
Okay.
system. Oh, is it a picture?
Well, I don't have a physical picture.
Oh, you're going to grab your other computer. Okay. So, I actually think we should have a Chinese correspondent because China's doing some amazing things in space, and we have a hard time getting Chinese dates or information, and having a Chinese correspondent may make that a whole lot easier.
So to answer your question, Ben, September 13th, 1985.
We should have known better by the 80s. What were we thinking? Why did we do this? I don't like stupid things. Grumble. That's exactly what I just said.
No reason. Don't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it, and I don't know for sure. I'm just thinking I might know something, but I'm not gonna talk about it because Ben will neither confirm nor deny.
Yeah,
so.
dude, I don't understand why.
Oh,
he
you
even
can say
said
whatever
anything
you
like
want.
that.
I'm just not going to actually confirm or deny anything above and beyond the idea that I was at Pad 39A this last week. That's all the more information you're getting from me.
Must be nice.
It was, except that I got sunburned and bug bitten.
That's what you get.
I will say
Seen the
though,
alligators?
no, but that crew kicked some major butt and took names. They were freaking awesome. I can't say enough great things about the both the IT team that I was working with at the time and the other teams that I was working with. They just, yeah, I just realized I have to stop saying what teams I'm working with. But yeah, it was really awesome. Let's see here. What am I looking for? Oh, TMRO. Because we're gonna show you something that is truly amazing.
I'm not gonna believe it.
You're not gonna believe it.
You're just not.
This is not a picture of me. TMRO web.
It is, however, the single best picture you will ever see.
That's pretty true. You find it?
Yeah. Give me a second.
This is awkward on air. Hey, Mike, tell us a story.
Once upon a time, there was a launch pad called 39A.
Oh my gosh.
They used to launch Saturn V's from there, and then they launched shuttles from there, and someday they'll launch Falcon Heavies from there.
Should be the TMRO. It has no subject, sorry.
Oh, that might get it thrown.
Oh, yeah?
Download that.
It's funny because it's so funny that you guys are talking about this whole Amish thing for me in the chat room, because I actually found a doppelganger that was Amish who looks just like me. Except his eyes were like, instead of dark blue, they were like really, really bright blue. So it's just like, oh, okay, that's not me. But
how did
holy
you
crap.
find an Amish doppelganger?
How did you find
Someone
an
else?
Amish?
I didn't. Someone else found it for me and sent me the picture, and I was just like, "Is this a real
thought-
person? Do they have a Facebook?"
I could be
And they're like,
wrong.
"Of course
I could
they
be
don't
very
have a
wrong.
Facebook. They're
And somebody
Amish."
please feel free to correct me, but I thought that one of the things about the Amish was not just the no technology situation, but that they actually believed that pictures of them was like a really bad thing. Am I really?
Is that not the Amish, maybe?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not Amish, but I do know that that's true.
No, but that's what I'm saying. So I'm surprised that there was a picture of an Amish.
I'm not sure that he knew that he was being photographed, because he was like, it was like a side shot, like him like looking over in like the distance. But I
Fair.
was just like,
Fair.
holy
Media Player 2, Dutta.
He doesn't have a soul anymore.
Media Player 1, I'm sorry.
I ate it.
You're welcome, Internet.
Wow. Ben, you have to grow your hair out like that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
This is the guy I want. This is the guy that needs to be. I don't know what his background is, but this is the guy that I want. This is the guy we have to have. This has to be our course.
Hang on, go to, did we just lose Dutta? Yeah, you're gonna, okay, right there, yep.
He's to go to his quiet place.
Hang on, he's facing this way. Nope, this way. I think you zoom out a little bit and you can kind of split screen it. I think, everything's right
So
about
here's
there.
the thing. A lot of people tell me all the time, did you ever go to such and such college? Because you remind me of a friend of mine's roommate. Hey, did you ever go to such and such school? Because you remind me of like my sister's best friend. You remind me of my cousin. You remind me of my neighbor. You remind me. I get that all the time, all day, every day. Okay, this picture popped up. I don't even know how many years ago at this point. And when it was sent to us, my brother found it, which is lovely. So thank you, Matt. He sent it to us, and he was like, hey, Ben has this doppelganger. And I was like, that's not a thing. Nobody looks like Ben. I mean, come on. Like, I look like every other white girl with brown hair and bangs, okay? Like, I've been told I look like Shannon Doherty. I've been told I look like Winona Ryder. I've been told, which, all terrible. I don't look like any of these women. But I happen to be white girl, brown hair, bangs, okay? So it's so... I could see it. I could see where somebody might make that sort of leap in logic or that jump in conclusion.
Jump to conclusions.
But I don't look like any of these women. When we saw this picture, I'm pretty sure that I hurt myself. I was laughing so hard and so long. I probably even peed my pants. I'm not entirely positive. Definitely, you got to make that face though. You gotta. Do you want me to pull it up here so you can see it?
Yeah, maybe. I can't tell.
Oh goodness gracious! Somebody says it's Photoshop. It's not Photoshop. It's.
I'm laughing. Hang on.
I know. You gotta be a little bit more serious. Just bite the tongue just a little bit. No, out. Like he's got a turtleneck. Yeah, there you go. Much better.
Tilt the top of your head to the other. There you go.
Oh yeah, so amazing. So I hope somebody's getting a screenshot of this right now because that is incredible. And I really think that you need to go as this guy for Halloween, and no one will understand. It doesn't matter. You'll have to have the picture with you at all times. Like have it on your shirt or something, and then just be like, "I am this dude. See how I am this dude? This dude is me. I am this dude."
Best After Dark ever. You're welcome, internet.
This. Oh man.
Oh my God.
And you can
Be
tell
right
by
back.
if you take a good look at the picture. I mean, you can see how old this picture already was before it ever got to us. That keyboard has got to be like a Commodore 64 kind of keyboard. I mean, it's old.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah, right. He's got
Clack,
like a
clack, clack.
Yeah, he's got a
It's
Beanie
like that-
Baby.
It's like that old school like BMW or not BMW, IBM keyboard.
Right? Yeah, like really, it's like the gray. He's got like a.
Dad Talk has
There's-
an adventure.
There's a Beanie Baby, a hedgehog Beanie Baby over his shoulder on top of that computer. There's the wireless telephone, cordless telephone. I mean, this is an old picture for sure, but before it ever got to us, it was already old. But absolutely epic in every single way. I love it. I love it. Oh, goodness. Makes me laugh. Makes me laugh so hard.
All right. Any last comments, Space Mike, before we call it a week?
I don't think so. I had a lot of problems with codecs on the Adobe Creative Suite that I have, and I had to like completely uninstall it and reinstall all the software, and like everything was gone. So I got kind of discouraged, and I'm sorry that I didn't send any sort of email or anything. But my space pod for this last Tuesday is erased into the Netherverse. So
Now you have we gave you a Creative Suite account, right? Or
yes, I was able to log back in and re-download everything, but I had to delete it all off my system and re-download everything because just it wouldn't work. Photoshop and everything still worked, but Adobe Premiere wasn't working and it would not play any videos. And I tried converting videos to every type of codec and the ones that it was telling me to do, and just nothing worked. So I did the old turn it off and turn it back on again type of thing. So and it's working now, but I lost all the stuff that I was working on. So.
That is epic. Thank you for the screenshot. That is so stupidly epic.
Yeah, it's the screen.
That's so amazing. I love it so much.
I'm saving that image.
That should be the screenshot for the After Dark if I can remember to do that.
That's amazing. It's amazing.
He's got the same permanent receding hairline that I have.
But in a different
Yeah.
way.
You just shave your head a little bit on the sides and grow your hair out.
Yeah, he
it'll be
does. He's
perfect.
got he's shaved it hard right here and then straight down.
Yeah. Oh, it's so amazing.
Put in some cheap extensions or something for your Halloween costume.
It's so incredible.
I do, in fact, need a red turtleneck now. I need to do the show next week in a red
Maroon
turtleneck and
turtleneck,
never
yeah.
reference it at all. So everyone who was watching live or is a Patreon Plus subscriber will be laughing their fool head off.
The whole time.
But everyone else won't get it for 4 weeks, and then they're going to have to go back when they watch the After Dark episode.
It's too bad you don't know anybody that does wigs.
It's too bad I don't know anyone that does wigs. I don't think I would want to wear it'd get hot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's already warm in here.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Then you'll do a show without pants.
I'm doing a show without pants right now.
No, you're not. They can see your legs.
Yeah, we can see them.
Looks like I'm not wearing pants, but
Why did you sound upset, Mike, when you're like, yeah, we can see them?
yeah, duh.
I don't know. I guess that's just a little bit of our bromance coming out or something. Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. I'm supposed to keep that under
Jim
wraps.
asks if I can grow my hair like that for work. Yeah, if I wanted to, but here's the thing. I don't want to.
There is a guy at work, I believe his first name is Jeff, I'm not going to call him completely out, where the picture on his badge, he's got this short haircut, even shorter than that, but now his hair is like not quite as long as mine. Mm-hmm. He's been with the company a while. A while.
Go buy some extensions. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Space Mike, your challenge from A Grutter 87 is in the next episode. You need a suit with tails and a hat. Although you're not going to see the tail. You're not going to see the
tails at all.
You're not going to see the tails.
And I will find that picture of my doppelganger, and I'll share it with you next time. I couldn't find it on the fly right now. I'm going to have to dig for it. But.
Totally.
All right. On that note, I think we're done for the week. I think we've had way too much fun this week. That's
Way
not
too
allowed.
much fun.
Not allowed.
Yeah, next week it'll be super serious.
Yeah. Oh, we should do like just a totally serious, like as if it were the news.
Should we rehearse it?
Oh yeah, rehearsed, like scripted,
Oh man.
like with prompters.
Yes. Oh, old Higginbotham Space Pod style.
Old Higginbotham Space Pod style.
Can't do that until November.
Can't. Well, October.
Yeah, ish.
Ish.
Those are going somewhere else.
The first one's
Oh,
going somewhere
yeah.
else.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ish. Okay, fair. All right. On that note, thank you so much, everyone. Have a great week, and see you next week.